Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us today on our podcast, Learning English Together. I am Ethan.
And I am Claire. Hi, everyone. We are so happy to have you with us for this new episode.
Claire, I want to start with a question. When you think about learning a new language, what is the first image that comes to your mind?
Let me think. I usually imagine a quiet room, a hard wooden chair, and a very, very big textbook. Oh, and maybe a clock on the wall that moves very slowly.
Haha, yes, that is exactly what I think too. For many years, that was my life. I sat at my desk. I looked at grammar rules. I tried to memorize long lists of words.
And how did that feel, Ethan? Did you feel like you were becoming a great English speaker?
Honestly, no, not all. I felt like I was studying for a history test. I knew the rules, but I could not speak. When I went to a coffee shop and tried to order a drink, my mind went blank. I just stood there. It was so frustrating.
Oh, I understand that feeling so well. I call that the textbook trap.
The textbook trap. That is a very good name for it. What do you mean by that?
Well, textbooks are okay for some things, but they are not real life. In a book, everyone speaks perfectly. The sentences are always complete. But in the real world, people speak fast. They use short words. They react to each other.
Right? Real English is messy.
Exactly. When we only study at a desk, we are not preparing for the real world. We are just preparing for a test. That is why so many students feel stuck. They study for years, but they still feel like an outsider when they hear native speakers.
That was me for a long time. I thought the answer was to study more. I thought, maybe I need a bigger book or a more difficult grammar exercise.
Haha. Oh, Ethan. No. That is usually the opposite of what people need.
I know that now, but at the time I was so lost. I felt like English was a wall I had to climb. It felt like work.
And that is the problem. If it feels like work, our brains want to stop. We get tired. We lose our energy.
So, Claire, what changed for you? How did you move away from that desk and that big, heavy book?
Well, I realized something important. English is not a subject like math or science. English is a tool. It is like a hammer or a spoon. You use a spoon to eat. You use English to live.
To live. Wow, I like that.
Yes. So, I stopped studying English for 3 hours a day. Instead, I started living in English. I brought the language into my kitchen, into my car, and into my hobbies.
That sounds much more interesting, and probably much less boring than my old study plan.
It really is. When you live in the language, it becomes a habit. It is just a part of your day, like brushing your teeth. You don't have to push yourself so hard because it feels natural.
But I think some listeners might be worried. They might think, but Claire, I'm not in the United States. I'm not in London. How can I live in English if everyone around me speaks my native language?
Oh, that is a great question. And it is a very common worry. But the truth is, we live in a digital world now. You don't need to buy an airplane ticket to live in English.
That is true. You can create an English environment right where you are.
Exactly. It is about the small choices you make every single day. It is about what you listen to while you cook dinner. It is about the language you use when you talk to yourself in the shower.
Wait, talk to yourself? Haha, people might think I'm a little bit crazy if I do that.
Haha. Well, maybe. But all the best language learners are a little bit crazy then. Because talking to yourself is a secret power.
I want to hear more about that later. It sounds very helpful.
We will definitely talk about that. But first, we need to change how we think. We need to stop seeing English as a mountain to climb.
Right? It is not a mountain. It is a playground.
Yes. I love that. A playground. You go there to have fun, to meet people, and to explore. You don't go to a playground to sit at a desk.
Exactly. Today, we want to show you how to find that playground. We want to help you take English off the pages of your textbook and put it into your real life.
It is going to be a fun journey. I am excited to share these tips with everyone.
Me too. I wish I knew these things 10 years ago. It would have saved me so much stress.
Well, the best time to start is now.
You are right. So, if you're listening at home or in your car or while you walk, take a deep breath. Forget about those difficult grammar tests for a moment.
Yes.
Relax. We're going to show you how to make your ears happy first.
That sounds like a great place to start. Let's talk about how to use your ears to bring English into your life every day. So, Claire, you said we should make our ears happy. I love that idea, but I have a problem. When I listen to English, I often feel, I feel a bit overwhelmed.
Oh, I know that feeling so well. You hear a stream of sounds and you think, oh no, what are they saying?
Exactly. I feel like I need to understand every single word. If I miss one word, I get nervous. My brain just stops.
That is a very common mistake. But here is a secret. You do not need to understand every word to learn. In fact, trying to understand everything can actually slow you down.
Really? That sounds strange. If I don't understand, how am I learning?
Well, think about how a baby learns a language. They don't have a dictionary, right? They just listen to the sounds around them for months. They get used to the rhythm and the music of the language first.
Uh-huh. So you're saying I should just let the English wash over me? Like water?
Yes,
Exactly.
I call this the background rule. You don't have to sit down and focus intensely for an hour. Instead, you can play English in the background while you do other things.
Like when I am washing the dishes or cleaning the house.
Yes.
Or when you are walking the dog. The goal isn't to study. The goal is to make the sound of English feel normal in your house.
I actually tried that this morning. I was making my morning coffee and I put on a short podcast about coffee.
Oh, wow.
That is perfect. Did you understand everything they said?
Huh. No, not all. They were talking about different types of beans and roasting styles. Some of the words were very new to me.
And did you feel stressed?
At first, yes. I wanted to stop and look up the words on my phone. But then I remembered what you said. I just kept making my coffee. I listened to the way the speaker's voice went up and down.
That is so good, Ethan. And did you notice anything after a few minutes?
Well, actually, yes. I heard the word aroma 3 or 4 times. I didn't look it up, but the man was talking about the smell of the coffee. So I thought, maybe aroma means a nice smell?
Yes.
You see?
You learned a new word naturally. You didn't need a book. You just used the situation to help you.
It felt much better than sitting at a desk. It felt like I was just starting my day, but English was there with me.
That is the power of interest. If you like coffee, listen to things about coffee. If you like sports, find a sports show. If you love cooking, listen to a recipe.
That makes a lot of sense. I used to listen to English learning audios only. They were so boring. The cat is on the mat. The boy has a ball. Oh, I hated those.
Haha.
Oh, me too.
They're so dry.
When the content is boring, your brain turns off. But when you are interested in the topic, your brain wants to understand.
It works harder for you.
I have a question about music. I love American music, but sometimes the singers speak so fast, or they use words I don't know. Is music good for learning too?
Music is wonderful. It is one of the best ways to learn the rhythm of English. And here's a tip. Don't worry about the meaning of every line. Just sing along.
Just sing along? But my voice is terrible, Claire.
Haha.
That doesn't matter. When you sing, you are practicing your pronunciation. You are moving your mouth in a new way. You are learning how words connect together.
Oh, like how wanna often sounds like wanna in a song.
Exactly. Textbooks will tell you to say, I want to go. But a song will say, I want to go. If you only study books, you will be very confused when you hear a real person talk.
So, background podcast for the rhythm and music for the mouth movement. I like this plan.
And remember the golden rule.
No dictionaries.
No dictionaries at all? That sounds scary.
Well, okay. Maybe just a little bit. But try to wait. If you hear a word you don't know, just let it go. If you hear it again and again, then you can look it up later. But don't stop the flow.
I see. If I stop every 30 seconds, I am not living in English anymore. I am studying again.
Right.
And we want to stop studying and start living.
This is helping me feel much more relaxed. I think my ears are starting to feel happy already.
I'm so glad. It's all about making English a friendly part of your life, not a scary guest.
Well, I have my ears ready now. But what about my mouth? Listening is one thing, but speaking is so much harder.
Oh, I agree. Speaking is the big challenge. But you don't need a partner to start practicing.
No partner? Who am I going to talk to? My dog?
Haha.
Well, your dog is a great listener. But I was thinking of someone even closer to you.
Now I am curious.
Good. Because in the next part, we're going to talk about your new best friend for learning English. Yourself.
Oh, this should be interesting. Let's talk about how to practice speaking without any pressure. So, Claire, you said my secret language partner is me? I am not sure I understand. If I talk to myself, am I really learning anything new?
Oh, absolutely. Think about it, Ethan. Why do we get so nervous when we speak English to other people?
Well, for me, it is the pressure. I am afraid of making a mistake. I don't want to look stupid.
Exactly. There is so much pressure when another person is waiting for you to speak. Your heart beats fast. Your brain freezes.
Yes, that is exactly what happens. My English just disappears.
But when you talk to yourself, there is no pressure. There is no one there to judge you. You can make 100 mistakes, and it is totally okay.
That is true. I'm a very kind teacher to myself.
Haha.
I hope so. The goal is to build a bridge between your brain and your mouth. You need to get your mouth used to moving in English.
So how do I start? Do I just stand in the middle of the room and start talking?
Well, you can. But a great way to start is something I call the kitchen narrator.
The kitchen narrator. Okay, tell me more.
It is very simple. You just describe what you are doing while you're doing it. Use very simple sentences.
Like, I'm opening the fridge?
Yes.
Exactly like that. I am opening the fridge. I am looking for the milk. Oh, where's the milk? Ah, here it is. Now, I am pouring the milk into my cereal.
Ha, that sounds a little bit funny. If my roommate hears me, he will think I'm doing a cooking show.
Haha.
Well, maybe you are, but it helps so much. You are connecting the English words to your real actions. You aren't translating a list of words in a book. You are using English to describe your real life.
I see. So it makes the words real.
Yes.
And it helps you find the words you don't know. Maybe you try to say, I am cutting and then you realize you don't know the word for onion.
Oh, then I can look it up later.
Right.
But in that moment, you realized you needed that word for your real life. That makes the word much easier to remember.
What if I am in a public place? I can't really talk out loud at the supermarket. People might really look at me strangely then.
Well, then you can try thinking in English. It is the same idea, but inside your head.
Is that hard? I usually think in my native language and then try to change it to English.
That is what we want to stop doing. Translation takes too much time. Instead, try to label your thoughts.
Label them? Like putting a sticker on them?
Sort of. If you see a cute dog, don't think, what a cute dog in your language. Just think the English words directly. Cute dog. Big ears. Happy tail.
Uh-huh. Just small pieces of English.
Yes. Keep it very simple. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just try to keep the English light in your mind all day long.
I like that. It feels like I'm keeping the engine of a car running. It stays warm and ready to go.
That is a perfect way to describe it, Ethan. And there is one more thing you can do at home. I call it the mirror technique.
Oh, I think I know this one. Do I talk to my reflection?
Yes.
Go to the bathroom mirror. Look at your mouth while you speak. Sometimes, English sounds require our mouths to move in ways that feel very new or even weird.
Like the TH sound? Or the R sound?
Exactly.
In the mirror, you can see if your tongue is in the right place. You can practice your English face.
My English face? Huh. What does that look like?
Well, for some people, speaking English feels like acting a little bit.
And that is okay.
If you act like a confident English speaker in the mirror, you will start to feel like one when you are outside.
I think I see. It is about building a habit. If I speak English to myself for 10 minutes every day, it becomes a normal part of who I am.
Yes.
It is all about consistency. It feels a little silly at first. I know. I felt silly too when I started.
Did you really?
Oh, yes. I used to narrate my morning routine while I was putting on my shoes. Left shoe. Right shoe. Where are my keys?
Haha. Well, if you did it, then I can do it too. I will try to be the narrator of my own life today.
Good. Give it a try. It's a great way to take the pressure away.
So, we have happy ears and we have a busy mouth. I feel like I'm building my own little English world at home.
You are. And your phone can help you make that world even bigger.
My phone? You mean like using an app?
Not just an app. I mean changing your whole digital world to English.
Oh wow, that sounds a bit scary. What if I get lost in my own settings?
Haha.
Don't worry. We will talk about how to do it safely and why it is so powerful.
Okay, I am ready. Let's look at how our phones and computers can help us live in English every day. Okay, Claire, you mentioned the phone. I spend a lot of time on my phone. Probably too much time.
Haha.
We all do, Ethan.
It is a big part of our lives now.
So, why not make that time work for your English?
You mean changing the language of the whole phone? Every menu? Everything?
Yes.
Exactly.
Change your phone settings to English.
Oh man, that sounds a little bit scary. What if I need to change an important setting and I cannot find it? What if I get lost in my own phone?
Well, think about it this way. You already know where everything is, right? You know the icons. You know that the green button is for calls. You know where the send button is located.
That is true. I don't really look at the words most of the time. I just click the icons.
Exactly. But your brain still sees the English words. Every time you open your phone, you see words like settings, messages, or battery. You learn words like upload, delete, and confirm without even trying to study them.
Ah, I see. It is like a passive way to learn. My eyes just get used to seeing English all day.
Right.
It makes English feel like a normal part of your life, not a foreign thing.
Okay, I will try it. But what about social media? I scroll through Instagram and YouTube a lot. Usually, everything is in my native language.
Oh, this is the best part, Ethan. You can actually train your phone to be your English teacher.
Train my phone? How do I do that?
Well, the apps show you things they think you like. It is called an algorithm. If you start searching for things in English, the app will start showing you more and more English content.
Uh-huh. So if I search for how to fix a leaky sink in English,
Then YouTube will start recommending more DIY videos in English. And those videos are wonderful for learning. You can see exactly what the person is doing while they talk.
yeah, I actually follow a guy who builds furniture. He uses very simple words because he is showing the tools. He says, now I use the hammer. Now I use the glue.
Exactly. You are learning English through your hobby. It does not feel like a lesson because you actually want to see how he builds the chair.
It is much more fun than a textbook. I actually care about the result.
That is the secret. And what about you? Do you ever look at the comment section under the videos?
Sometimes. But the comments move so fast. And sometimes people use weird spelling.
Well, that is okay. But the comments are full of very short, natural phrases. People say things like, "This looks delicious," or "I need to try this," or "Great job."
Oh, those are very good sentences to learn. They are simple and very common.
Yes. And here is a challenge for you, Ethan. Next time you watch a video you like, try to write one short comment in English.
Me? Write a comment? Wow, that feels a bit risky. What if I make a mistake?
Haha. Oh, don't worry about that.
No one on the internet knows who you are. If you say this video good instead of this video is good, no one will care. They will just be happy you liked their video.
Haha. Well, that is true. It is a low-pressure way to practice writing to a real person.
Exactly. It is a small win every time you hit that post button.
I like that. It feels like I am joining a global conversation.
You are. You are not just a student anymore. You are an English user.
An English user. I really like the sound of that.
It is a big shift in how you think about yourself.
So, my phone is now an English phone. My YouTube is an English YouTube. I am leaving comments. My digital world is becoming an English world.
It is. You are creating an English bubble around you. You don't have to live in New York to be surrounded by English. You just have to look at your screen.
I love that. An English bubble. It feels much more comfortable than a cold classroom.
It really is. And when you have that bubble, you start to see results without even trying very hard.
I'm starting to see how all these small things add up. The listening, the talking to myself, and now the phone.
They really do. It is like a snowball. It starts small, but it gets bigger and bigger as it rolls.
Well, I am ready to keep that snowball rolling.
Good. Because in the last part, we are going to talk about how to keep this habit going for a long time.
Yes, let's talk about the big results that come from these small daily wins. We have talked about many things today, Claire. We talked about listening, speaking to ourselves, and even changing our phones. It feels like a lot to do.
It might feel that way, Ethan.
But remember, you do not have to do everything at once. This is not a race.
That is a relief. Sometimes when I learn something new, I think I need to change my whole life in one day. Then I get tired and I stop.
Oh, I have done that so many times too. We call that the big fire. It burns very bright for one day, and then it goes out.
Huh, yes, that is exactly what happens. So what is the better way?
Well, imagine a small candle. It is not as big as a fire, but it can stay lit for a very, very long time. That is what we want for your English.
Hmm. So, you mean doing just a little bit every day?
Exactly.
10 minutes of living in English every single day is much better than 3 hours of studying once a week.
10 minutes. Everyone can find 10 minutes. Even on a busy day.
Yes.
And those 10 minutes add up. Over a month or a year, your brain starts to change. You start to stop searching for words. They just appear.
I love that. But Claire, how do I know if I'm getting better? Without a test or a grade. How do I see my progress?
That is a great question. You have to look for the small wins.
Small wins? Like what?
Well, think about your morning. Maybe you heard a song on the radio and you understood 3 words in a row. That is a win.
Oh, or maybe I watched a video and I understood the joke without looking at the subtitles.
Yes,
Haha. Exactly.
those moments are much more important than a grade on a paper. They show that English is becoming a part of your real life.
I remember the first time I ordered food in English. I was so nervous, but when the waiter brought me the right sandwich, I felt like a king.
Aha. See?
That is a huge win. You used the tool, and the tool worked. You got your sandwich. That is what language is for.
It really changed how I felt. I didn't care about my grammar mistakes. I was just happy that I was eating.
Haha. Right.
And that is why we say, stop studying, start living. Life is happening right now. Don't wait until your English is perfect to start enjoying it.
That is a very powerful thought, Claire. I think many people wait. They think, I will travel when my English is better, or I will make friends when I'm a level C1.
And that is such a waste of time. Your English is good enough to start living right now. Even if you only know 10 words, you can use those 10 words to connect with someone.
It is about the connection, isn't it? It is not about the book.
It is always about the connection. To people, to music, to the world.
Wow, this conversation has really changed my mind. I feel much more excited about my day now. I don't have to go to my desk and open my heavy textbook.
No, you don't. You can just go and live your life. Just take a little bit of English with you.
Well, I think I'm going to start by narrating my walk to the park today.
Haha.
That sounds like a wonderful plan, Ethan. I think I will listen to a new podcast about gardening while I work.
Before we go, do you have one last message for our listeners?
Let me think. I guess I want to say, don't be so hard on yourself. English is a gift you are giving to yourself. It should be fun. It should be a door that opens, not a wall that stops you.
I love that. A door that opens. Thank you, Claire. This has been so helpful.
Thank you, Ethan. I really enjoyed talking about this.
And thank you to everyone who listened today. We hope you feel ready to go out and live in English.
Yes.
Go find your small wins today.
We are so proud of you for trying.
We'll be back soon with more tips and conversations. Until then, remember to take it slow and enjoy the journey.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you for being part of learning English together. See you next time.